so grateful for that. We are now at 5,000 subscribers. I woke up on March 1st and everything just ballooned. The views, the comments, I'm still getting comments. That first video that blew up is now at 70,000 views. I was so happy for 100 subscribers. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that because it was such a big thing to me. Like, I had got 100 subscribers at the
Oh, shit. Bitch, she got in my way! And then you crouching. What the fuck wrong with you? Oh! Yo, that's disrespectful. Yo, I died. I was a go. Oh, he put me to the afterlife. I didn't even crouch where I was when the game started. Yo, he's like, if I can't have you, no one can. Ow! Wow, you disrespectful big bitch. Ow! Oh, I see. I cannot wait to incinerate your big ass. Oh, you got the right and the wrong one today, bitch. Yep. Here we go, here. Bird is the word. Getting you hurt. Bird is the word. Get it. Oh, get it. Oh, get it. Oh, those that do not know. Every time I come over here, I gotta do this. Bird is the word. Get it. Oh, no. Get it. Oh, get it. Now. Yo. It's right there.
We were made.
No, fuck you, buddy. I don't like you. You're not my type. I don't date ass. Did it just turn? Yes!
If that thing comes down, it's only gonna kill you.
Better than letting you have all the fun.
Okay. Alright.
Hey, would you look at that? Green as far as the eye can see.
It's pretty dangerous.
I think even the Zoogles look a little fuller than they usually do.
They're still Zoogles, just on a fuller stomach. Don't forget, this is enemy territory we're in.
What just happened? What did I do? You know what? Fuck you too, buddy. I'm done for now. Next week, I already tell I'm gonna have to start wiping again. One of the kids that is no longer here, well, no longer in the place that I work because management sucks. Mom gave us a gift. I have the card right there. I opened it yesterday. I said to wait until I go home, and then I opened it yesterday. But I already have this spray, which I didn't even put down in the paper, so that's interesting. I got, what's the spray called? Bath and Body Works. It's called Tropic Dick. I don't know. And then I got, it smells good, coconut nectar. As long as it's not too much coconut, it's fine. But yeah, this. I have it's called Palm Party hand sanitizer. It's strawberry donut. Yeah, strawberry donut is the name of it. Which I have one right here that a parent gave me. Dragon fruit and jasmine. And then I already have this lotion over there. Brazilian orchid. Yes, Brazilian orchid. And then I have Brazilian soul. And then there's a bracelet and necklace. The card says, "Thank you for this school year. You've been wonderful. When shopping around for you," Bastian said, those will be so shiny on Miss Courtney. Wishing you the best. Wishing you the best. You know what? She's from France. Wishing, wishing you the best. Wishing the best for you and your family. We appreciate you, the Mendozas. So she's from France, but she just told me that she lived in New Jersey for 5 years, which that's where I'm from. And her husband's from Florida. He's Cuban. He's I didn't know he was a prior military, so he's a veteran. But yeah. Oh goodness. It was really hard to record. Was it yet? You might as well say it was yesterday because it was Friday morning. I was watching. I recently it came out of nowhere. I've noticed there's some like not a lot, but like here and there. And only I would say this is the fourth one. Yes, I'll say this is the fourth one. But this is the only vlog. I remember, was it 2 weeks ago? I was just getting irritated and agitated looking at vlogs. Like they were all the same coloring, same everything. Everything was same 1,000 letters to say one title. Like I was just weirdly irritated. Like even the ones that I like to look at, I was irritated looking at them. And I was looking at them during nap time for the kids, just to give me an idea of what to do for my next episodes. And I was like, I cannot connect. I cannot connect to any of them. Like none of these people connect to me. None of them. Not one single person connects. And I figured that out later. It was just I was just weirdly irritated. I said, you know what? If like editing, what they use, stuff like that, is probably best to look at and not just as a, what can I do to copy them? Which I'm not doing. But it was more what is relatable to me. I guess, and I even say it, but because I couldn't understand what was wrong with me. This vlogger was also from New Jersey. She's from North Jersey. She came out of nowhere, and I was about to skip it until I saw the title of her name. It's called "This is for." This is for all the late bloomers? And I watched one of her videos. And I watched it, and it made me say, okay, let me see, because she was saying some things that was going on with her that, what is wrong with my mask? Hold on, because it's going to bother me looking at it, and my masquerade mask. Just stay there. It kind of was different. I can't say kind of, it was different compared. I would say the coloring remind me of some of what I've seen, but like her vlogging, the stuff that she was vlogging about saying wasn't what they're doing. And it like said something that I was like, okay, let me just watch. And then it was like relatable. And it's maybe because I'm 2 years older, but it's maybe because we're both from Jersey. And it's a lot that we have not seen from the same place. You know, I currently live in Texas. Like I don't mind being in natures. I don't mind being in nature. I don't mind this. I like the sound of water, and it's because I grew up surrounded by nothing but water. So like her going out and looking at that stuff, I don't mind. I will say she's a little bit more friendlier with the bugs than I am. I'm not going near them. There's no such thing as going near them. You're tripping. But like the stuff that she was, even though it's different than what I was dealing with, and it's probably because I did not have, and I still don't, any friends. Like at work, we're associates and it's cool, and I'd rather keep it like that because I could tell you right now, you invite me somewhere, it's a no. I don't even like when the job invite me. It's definitely a no for them. They getting a whole ass no. Don't invite me nowhere. Um, no, thank you. My hour travel there is enough. You want me to travel even more? No, it's okay. I will never. Is and then 12 o'clock a.m. I'm like, all right, let me get ready to go to bed. All this stuff. I was watching her video, and and I'm not lying. Like, there's some things, and I don't know if people believe or not, or whatever you believe. I'm like, it's here and here for me because I don't believe everything is coincidence. I do believe there's some things that hey, we're humans, stuff happens. We're not above whatever that damn dimension up there is, but we're in a human realm, and you just some things can happen that doesn't happen on later on. Like, oh, but there's some things where it's like, oh, okay, constantly. This was the video where she's been. You can see the difference between 7 months into like 1 month, even 5 months. She's struggling, and she's talking about how the pain that she felt from other people, and I'm not. And it's weird because we're both from Jersey. We both feel this is. I think I passed that point before her because it happened at such a young age that it had time to marinate, and then in my 20s, they all literally dissipated. Like, I have not had, besides one, and even then, by the time I was 25, there were nobody around me to like call friend, and it was for a good reason. Everything needed to just dissipate. I don't need nothing in my life right now because I need to figure out what's fact and what's fiction, who's real, who's not. I don't have time for the fake, the fraud, the phony, aka Hollywood. I don't have that patience for people like that. um she experienced that, but she was still going through it and dealing with that pain. Because if I move and I come to another place and I don't know anything, don't know what's going on, don't know the people, trying to learn the area, and as I remember, as soon as I got there, was it a couple of days later, you just meet some mean ass little kids. Well, I guess your parents are assholes because that's the only way I can see you being a little mean ass jerk ass. Like, I just and experience things living in the projects that I've never experienced, and then going there somewhere that was nicer, and it's by the own people of my color and darker, and it's by kids that are way older than me and way younger. And I'm just sitting here, and I get when, and it could sound annoying to the other person because if she keeps saying that she doesn't bother anyone, she doesn't understand why I understood, and it was frustrating to hear her saying that, even though that was 7 months in the past for her, of because she was still dealing with that years and years. And you could be sitting there doing you, and then you get triggered for no reason, or something happened to trigger, or they just pop out of nowhere and you trigger. And it was frustrating hearing that, because I completely understand when you really just living your life day by day, just being a kid, that you don't look in the mirror because you want to. You look in the mirror because other people make you, because they make you feel like what's wrong with you, especially when they're bullying you. So I totally understood. It was just frustrating to watch her keep saying, I don't understand why, when I did not do anything wrong, because I fully, I've been saying this since I was, I think, 6th grade, when I stopped going to lunch. I stopped going to recess. I volunteered to be a secretary assistant, and at first it was no, but people want to be cool and be like, nah, that's not cool. So I took it. I was avoiding people by 6th grade because it was tiring. I can't go to school because you're bothering me. I can't go home from school because you're bothering me. The only place I can get some type of relaxation is when I do the after school program on purpose, because I know you dumbass kids that just don't want to do it because you're too cool to be smart. And then when I go to after school just to do it, to get away from the neighborhood that I'm in because you're fucking bothering me, you still got to go because you're fucking dumb, or your parents don't want to see your dumb ass face. So you got to go somewhere. So they put your ass in summer school. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I don't need to do it. I'm doing it because I want to, and I want to get away from you. I just want to get away from you. I'm riding my bike away from the neighborhood where there's the bay and other neighborhoods where people are kinder, and the stores over there that we go to, and I don't have to worry about that. I'm surrounded by nature, surrounded by different homes, surrounded by different people, and you're not there. And I completely understood, because it happened from when I was 7 years old to I got out of high school. And then when you go to college, and it wasn't even college, It was work. If you go to work, you're an adult and you're still being an ass. It's like, yo, I guess you're gonna be born as an ass, live as an ass, die as an ass. Like, come on. It's just you wasted your entire ass, your entire life just being a jerk. I don't understand. I never had that energy. And the same way she was going like, what the fuck? Where she was like, she knew it wasn't okay. This is why in daycares and school, when somebody bother you, we don't say, sometimes we say that I had to correct myself. Just say no thank you. I don't even tell them that. Don't say no thank you. Just say, no, it's not okay. Because these kids be like, oh, it's okay. No. Say it's not okay. It's not okay because it hurts your feelings. You don't like it. Don't do it again. So I get them to say that because you need to start putting boundaries up. You need to understand that not everybody at a young age, even though they don't fully, completely understand, you need to understand what caused you pain, what hurt your feelings, what made you sad. And by you saying it's okay when it's not okay, mentally, even though you're 3, 4 years old, it will sit there and place stuff in your head, and then you can't figure out why you're telling people it's okay when you're hurting, when it's not. It's not okay. Don't do it again. Don't put your hands on me. Would you want me to do that? Well, if you didn't want me to do that, don't do that to me, because once again, it's not okay. Same way, she knew that it was not okay, but because your brain has a defense mechanism, it makes you feel like it's trying to protect you. And then I had to tell myself, and luckily I did this, it was ongoing, but I felt it late 20s, early, like soon as I turned like 30, I had to keep telling myself, and it was hard because it was a pattern and I caught it. The fact that I caught it and was wondering if anybody else realized that your brain protects you, but it's like on autopilot. It's like the episode of SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs is trying to impress somebody. No, not Mr. Krabs. It's Squidward is trying to impress Squilliam Fancy Son, and he's going with all these other people that he don't even know. They want to be around him because he got money, and he's telling SpongeBob to erase anything but fine dining, erase anything you knew about the Krusty Krabs, about grilling food, anything that's just unprofessionally to him, that's barbaric in a sense. Erase it all, and just only fine dining. And so you see the little SpongeBob's in his head going around, deleting everything, and everything has to be fine dining. And then when something doesn't match what he was forcing himself to understand, the little people in his head, which is your anxiety, which is your nervous system, which is everything that builds you, that protects you, goes into overdrive, and it's like, fuck. That's not fine dining. And they're all, there's a fire. And he's trying to put the fire out. And everybody's running around because they don't understand. But you told me fine dining. And he doesn't know how. They ask him something simple. And that simple thing, because he deleted everything, including the stuff that he should have just kept. Now it's like, oh shit, what do? You're so used to telling your brain, and then your brain's on autopilot of protecting you, that you so used to being like, no, it's okay, bitch, it's not okay. And the bad part is I felt this way for a long time inside. I'll tell myself, and I'll hear myself say it, like, it's not okay, I don't like it. If I could punch you in your face. That's how I really feel. And for me to say all the things I felt inside my head, to be able to say it, is like my brain, I kept telling myself before, it's okay, just block it, it's okay, it's okay, just block it, it's okay. No, don't, we're not. It was to the point that when something, I forgot what it was, but I remember being in my room and I was like, it's not okay, I need to feel it. And I've been already doing that and processing it, but it was so hard to do, to let that emotion out, because I've been telling myself, once you get to like middle school, it's like, all right, because seventh grade, I was acting out. I wasn't getting no awards for grades. Even the teachers the people that was bullying me was confused. They didn't call my name at all. When they were done with the certificates, I remembered everybody looked at me, was like, yo, you ain't getting not one award. Even if it wasn't A, I got A, B, got B on, I got citizenship, I got perfect attendance. Like, I couldn't understand what was wrong. It was a lot of things that was happening at that time before I first moved to Texas, that after years of not knowing what was really going on, because I lived with different family members. That's on my mom, that was immediate family members on my mom's side. So it was a lot that was going on. And I couldn't process it because even at a middle school, you're a child. And then you come and you live somewhere else just trying to get away from being bullied. You find out that you live in a house. You think you live in a different neighborhood. Better hate you would think would be better. And you realize bullies are bullies. And unfortunately, it's the same colored motherfuckers. They still and you like, yo, I'm friends with everybody, and the only ones that don't are the ones that are into anime and do video games. That never bothered me. But the other people who are Mexican are from different parts of the Spanish, white, Asians, I've never been bothered. Indians, Bangladesh, I've never, never been bothered. And it's like, yo, my own people. But the ones that don't, that are black, are the ones that's into the things that I'm into. That's insane because they're mainly accepted them about, oh, you're black and like anime? Yeah, bitch, I do. So it's a whole bunch of us that probably make up more than the other people that are not. Um, I'm just not the type of person that feels the need to buy everything and put it on my wall and on my shelves. That's hoarding. You're an organized hoarder. I don't want all that. Like if it's something that's cute and I have a place for it and I'm unboxing it because I'm just not staying in a box forever, and then yeah. But besides that, I don't feel the need. Yeah, I listen to K-pop. I was listening to that before. I listened to that in 2007. Ain't nobody knew what that was because most of y'all found out in 2010 when On Demand had a thing called Asian Pacific Heritage and it was showing videos. So yeah, I got more into it, but even though back then I didn't know what it was called, and I was watching once again an anime called Fushigi Yugi, and it was an AMV, not knowing what AMV stand for, and now I do an animated music video, and it was like fan made, and it used that SES Dreams Come True. I don't like the other version. I like the original version by SM Entertainment, and that song. I remember downloading it. It was a whole lot easier back then to download songs. I downloaded it not knowing what that, never heard that language. Okay. Grew up with a bunch of Asians. Chinese, which are the people, Mandarin, Cantonese is their language. You know, Vietnamese, Japanese, of course. When with Texas, I guess you say Hawaiian, but you know, it's different, like Samoans and Asians. Taiwanese. But you know, I'm used to that. So I'm like Korean. I've never, even though 2018, I found out the lady who do the hair products and stuff that sells hair and all the other stuff that I knew since I was a baby. She's Korean. I happened to hear her talk on the phone, and I was like, "Oh snap, she's Korean." I had no idea. And it's your own people. And the weird part is, the girl who was next door when I first moved there, me and her went to middle school and high school, but I didn't graduate high school. I moved back due to my sister's personal reasons, and I only had less than a month to decide because of some stuff. So, her name is Brittany. The girl that bullied me relentlessly and her sister, that girl, the younger sister, they're both sisters. Her name is Brittany. I come to Texas for the first time. The two girls' name are Brittany. If I would have said something, done something, no. But I guess from what she was saying, it's like they see something in you that you don't see. And I don't know because I'm not God. I can't understand. I don't understand why you bothering people just to bother people. Like they see something in you that you don't see. What the fuck did you see that you relentlessly just want to attack me? Like I couldn't go to the store. I had to go to a different way to the store. And if I saw them in the store, I would wait. I was literally hiding behind cars. I was going and taking, like, I knew that neighborhood inside out. I'm not talking about the one that I'm from. I want to say it's all one big neighborhood and it's just different streets. I'm gonna just say it like that. But the other streets where we weren't at, and I had friends on that side. Someone else, even one of my sister's friends, one of my sisters that live in back home in Jersey, he seen it at the store. And it was the older girl. It's the older sister. And she was already bullying someone else that I was friends with. And she got tired of it and just for her. Like you just get tired of it. It was like, what do you want me to ignore you, act like you don't, or slap the shit out of you? And it's the people that you hurt the most that can hurt you even more. I know that I can do that. And the fact that I have not, but the problem is I kept it all in. And that's how she was. And you know, when you're that, when you become that, you become emotionally unstable because now you understand, but you don't know how to categorize and put what belongs and what don't belongs anymore. And it's like, you owe me an apology, but you realize, and I had this happen. The girl had the audacity, the one that back home named Brittany, had the audacity to sit there and talk to me. And it was the audacity back then. Right now, I'm just using that because I'm going to how I felt in that moment to speak to me. And I was like, yo, and she was smiling and everything. Girl, is I don't know how you could forget when most of your childhood was bullying me. How you forget that? It's not like it was here and there. No, it's almost every single day. But and you're saying hi to me? I was like, yo, is she stupid? What the fuck is wrong with you? I want to push you in front of a moving truck. Why are you saying hi to me? And it was like I wasn't really too mad, but it was shocking because I've heard of that. Like they don't remember. Or it's like, how you don't? Because you had so much animosity, you should feel that for the rest of your life. But it's true. And I spoke back and I was sitting there like, yo, what the fuck? What is going on? That's weird. Okay. And she felt like that, she was like, I sit there and give you my time, my energy, my ear, when you need somebody to talk to, my advice. And then you take all of that from me. And then when I need something, you don't even want to talk to me. You don't even want to talk and say anything. You want to just read whatever you want to read and don't even message back or say, hey, I read it. I'm sorry I can get back to you. It's like common courtesy, common respect. But you can't even give that to me. That's how she was feeling. Or they want to talk about their problems. And when it comes to what she's going through, even if it's health issues that were really serious, crickets. And then when she don't reply and I know how this is, when this one particular person, it's been a minute, it's been 2 years, we'll get to that. And it's been, and then from that 2 years, it was longer because it was like about 7, 10, 10, 10. So it's 2 years, 12 years. It's 12 years, a whole dozen box of donuts, a dozen eggs. It was 12 years. Zodiac time. That's different zodiac. Your zodiac comes back around, I think, like, what, 12 years? Something like that. I don't know. Probably longer. I don't know. Okay, so I'm supposed to just be like, oh, woe is me, keep with my feelings in, but when soon as it's time for you to say what you want to say, you don't want to listen to anything I gotta say. You don't want to care anything I gotta say, but I'm supposed to answer your messages right there and there. And she said that it was just she could tell that they were just doing it on purpose, and they took advantage of her kindness, and she found out they can see something that she couldn't see in herself, and they just want to diminish that. Everybody who thought that you were just so bright and happy, energetic, the ones that would say it, some of those people would turn around and try to diminish that light. And I was like, wow, that's just like, you a suck ass person. I don't know what to tell you. You a fucking bum, a bum ass, bottom of the sea ass bitch. I don't know what to tell you. That's just, and I feel no animosity saying it. I don't feel no anger saying it. It is what it is. That's what you are. I just don't understand the people that will go out their way just to be mean. Like, if you are being mean to me and it's just for you just keep going at it, and I'm like, all right, so you want me to say something. So you want that. And it depends on if I want to say it or not. Because I know I can say it. And I'm going to say it in a way that you don't expect me to say it. Because no one expects anything that comes out of my mouth the way they think a human should say it. I go beyond human realms. I'll say it in a way that just might sound eloquently dancing around your ass. And it's still disrespect. And I'm sarcastic with it. And then I'll laugh at you and I don't care. So that's where I'm at. And you just gotta be like, all right, well, hey. And she said, I just wanted them to suffer because it was years of this, and years of them just using and taking advantage of her. And she was like, you see how well they're doing. Don't care about anything going on with her. And she says, always, and she felt like, wow, all these evil ass people that do harm to her and other people that do nothing wrong with them, they're sitting there living it up. They're sitting there drinking all their Kool-Aid colors. Nothing going on. While she's sitting here trying her best, making sure she stay out of it, wishing that she just had a friend. And then she gets the ass of the joke. She is the ass of the joke. Like, what about me? And all of a sudden she said that as soon as she start not giving them that same energy of like, I just like, I need a friend, it's more like, okay, it is what it is. If you talk to me, don't you don't. And then I'm not going to sit here and reply to you when you think I should reply to you. They want to come back around. Talking about coming back around, I had a whole Jimmy Neutron blast from the past. As soon as I was done with her video and it was time for me to get up and go to bed, I'm looking at my phone and looking at the time, and it's a number that's from back home that I don't remember. And I'm like, I don't know this number. And I'm thinking about, well, if it was back home, at least from family, would be their names. But I'm like, my nephew and my older sister, the eldest of us, well, they change the numbers, and I just don't know. And so I don't answer it. I'll go to voicemail, just leave voicemail if it's somebody that if it's that important. But then they do it again. I say, okay, maybe something's going on because my nephew's already off from work. He gets off early. She works in a hospital, so maybe wasn't her. Wasn't her. After 12 years, since 2012, contact me 2024 January 2024. I'm making sure because I'm just want to make sure I got the date. I'm very sure about the date. I just want to make sure I took my time, had a buffer moment, processed it, and I'm delivering out to you guys out of nowhere. And it was very, when you're hurt from someone else, you know how you just don't get in a relationship when you still have feelings for someone else and you're still processing that, because I will not sit there and take that away of how that person felt for me, because I know it was very genuine. We were together when we were teenagers until we were in I was 22. Yeah. So 6 years. 6 years. I'm not taking that away. We had things that happened that no one knows. Just some that I had to get over because I got into another relationship and I already knew, not knowing that it was just to get away from that person. And it was already gone because I told him that the next time you look behind, and I remember he was facing the wall, and I felt like we don't do anything, we don't go nowhere. It's just great. You change part of your personality that you need to fix. What about this part? We don't do anything. Like, what about me? What about if you want to do something? I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. It don't even gotta be much. It's like you forgot how we started and the things that I have done to keep this part. It was a secret for a while. Then let me tell you, it was a lot going on. It was a secret, but not a secret. Just say, I think I belong in the house of Ravenclaw. Probably need a bit of Gryffindor and some Slytherin with like a hint of Hufflepuff in that bitch, because the maneuvering, and it was just like simple maneuvering, but to maneuver it and make it sound right, I used to write stories and I did a really good job at writing stories. And so I was like, well, since I'm good at writing stories, let me write a story that's gonna be like a secret, not a secret at the same time, just to be with this person. And I met him when I came back right after my birthday, July 2006. My birthday's in June. It's like I knew and understood that even when I broke up with the guy after him, I needed to. And it was because I said no, and he got furious. I'm like, yeah, I said no. And I kept saying no. And my last no, I just yelled no, because I'm like, okay, I'm really tired of telling you the same thing, because all you want is the same thing. You don't want nothing I want. You do your decisions based off what you want, and then you take advantage of my kindness. I mean, of you people keep doing it. And I know it did not properly end for me and the person that came back 2 years ago. Well, he didn't come back. He just called. But it was like texting, calling. But I had to get over a lot of things. That's two different people. I had to get over and understand what happened and reshape my memories and understood why it just didn't work out. And the because I hate it with an absurd amount of passion. Him, I did not when we broke up, but when I was 17, some things happened. And then from like 18, so I was probably 19. No, yeah, almost 20. The amount of hate I felt for him, because now you're just doing shit out of spite. Go get someone else. Go, and mind you, he did. I did not. He did. And it was like, it's not you. And I understood that because I felt a little some type of way, but it was like, hey, if you're just gonna leave me alone, cool. And then we had a conversation, like we actually talked. And I said, all right, we both said, let's try again. Yo, 12 o'clock a.m. And mind you, he abruptly, it was like the universe snatched him out. April. No, he came June. It was 2023. Something like that. Who give a damn? It was a wow. It was a wow. I believe no, it was 2023 because I wasn't working then. I didn't start working until July 2023. Okay. And I did it in my own way of me. I talk to myself a lot. I think a lot. There's some times where I don't have a choice and things will just pop up in my head without anybody triggering it. Yeah, man, yesterday, 12 a.m. I'm like, dude, really? What's going on? And I laughed. I don't know how many times I laughed. It was like I literally just turned her off. Literally, she's off. And then you do this shit. And I thought, oh, man, God is a comedian himself. God is a comedian, a scientist, because we're all one big ass diorama that he's just watching and just sitting there trying to figure out what we're going to do next. And then whatever that goes, whatever plan he got. And then he's a comedian because, I mean, he made people that do jokes. And then the fact that you just bring this little motherfuckers out of nowhere, I'm just so confused. Like, what in the world? And when I tell you, I've heard of like spiritual energy draining, and it gets real cold. I was colder than the AC and the fan turned on. I was cold. It felt like I was drained of all my warmth. And but I can't say that I was too emotional about it because I thought it was just funny. Like, yo, I just finished watching, turned it off, getting ready to go to bed, and this happened. I'm so confused. What is going on? Why now? Why? Why are you popping? Why did you call me? And he said, because I trust you, and he was doing something that I hope nobody ever does, because you could hurt somebody or hurt yourself, and I feel like he was on the verge of making a decision that could end up hurting himself. And I was just trying to even though he got on my damn nerve, like, you can say what you want, but I can't. And it's like, you are so hurt. And I told him, we just talk. 2 years ago, just talk, because you're trying to make me feel some type of way and I no longer do. And he was getting mad because he's like, yo, and I'm even more different compared to how I was the last time you talked to me. And it did hurt abruptly how you just everything, you just snatched everything. Like, the whole conversation's gone. I'm just asking about a damn rug. About a rug. Blew up. And then now you're calling? How dare you? Why are you calling me? That's what I said. And I heard his voice. I remember hearing his voice and I didn't know what to say. And now after like a few minutes, it was like, why are you calling me? It felt like a few minutes, but maybe after 30 seconds, why are you calling me? You can't say, I know I can't. Why are you calling me? I laughing like I did when he answered the phone. Why, when I answered the phone, why are you calling me? Are you confused? Are you lost? Are you dumb? Why are you calling me? what is your problem? And you can hear it in the voice that I couldn't tell, but he told me he had a few drinks, and I was like, and I'm driving, and I'm like, yo, at least get home safe. Whatever happened, at least get home safe. That's all I care. And he kept saying, and he said it to me about my happiness. I'm like, I don't think you know about you wanting about my happiness when you can't even find, like, you care about my happiness. Fine, cool, care about yours too, but you are so stuck in not having your own. You keep being with people, but the second one, I don't even know how long, I don't care, but it's like, I told him, you need to just break up with that person, because clearly you can't be happy when you're not happy yourself. You can't be in a relationship and you yourself are not fulfilled in some type of happiness. You ain't learn your lessons. You need to. I know what it is. Me saying it now, I know exactly what it is. He needs to talk to me and come to an understanding about his own feelings. And but because he can't fully get to that, the pain sets in and it hurts him a lot, because I will not take away the fact of how he felt for me. I know it was very genuine, and I know in a way I was spoiled, and to some degree I will say that, but it was like, that's great, but we had other underlying issues, and you brought out an anger in me that I've never had. Can you take part of your responsibility? That you got, I can't even say part because it was a whole bunch, but can you take yours too? Because I'm taking mine. But there's so many things that happened even while we were dating, before we dating, that stress amnesia and stuff like that is real, that I had to sit back and just think. And there was some things I just couldn't remember, even without being in a relationship with him. Talk about other things in the past about, I couldn't fully, like, yo, I don't think it happened like that. But you can't do it because you're not in the headspace. You can't keep dating people to fix. It's not even to fix. It's like trying to replace me. And he can't do that. And if he ever sees this, I don't care. It is what it is. I can sense and see things that I wish, and it used to bother me. But it is what it is, because at this point I need that to defend my energy and put up my borders for people that don't deserve to go on my island. I can just tell. I know. I know. And because I've been with him, even though it's been so long, it's been 6 years, I could see glimpses of the teenage and 20s of him that I just know so well. I know. I just know. And this part, and I feel like it's more than just that. It's probably beyond me, but I know. And I could pinpoint it, but I'm not going to say it to somebody who's drunk and is kind of impaired and, excuse me, going through so much, and he don't fully understand that he should not be with anybody until he comes to terms with his own feelings when it came to me. And when he can do that, then he can start being in the process of figuring himself out before going into another relationship. Because it was at the point I was like, we could be friends and see what happens. He believes I hurt him so bad. It's like back then he understood why he was the way he was when we had that conversation, but he don't remember the conversation that we had. That he just remembers the hurt. And felt like I just left him. Which I did. Because it's like, how long are you just gonna be in a relationship but there's no relationship? I didn't even feel like I could fully be myself with him. He didn't know I like anime. He knew I like video games, but not like that type of music. I like a variety of I like various music. From, it could be Celtic. I'm listening to that. Celtic be hitting. I don't care. I'm listening to it. But I didn't feel like I could tell him. I didn't feel like I could be myself. And it was like, yo, even if we patch things up and have a discussion for the thousands of years to come, I don't feel like I can be myself, because would you accept me for who I am? already feel like I'm hiding from people, and I don't even feel like I am. But there's part of me that know that I'm not supposed to show everybody who I am, because there will be people that I can be with that will be the same, almost not exactly like me, and I'd be like, yeah, so do I. I like this too. Or this is what I like. But like with you, could you fully accept me? Because this is not like anything I don't like now. I still like it. That I didn't fully get the chance to show you. But he also, I will give him this. The only person that could tell when I was lying, he could tell, and it was my eyes. And I don't have to blink, look a certain way, nothing. It's just inside my eyes. I remember me and him were hugging. And no, I'm not trying to go back to like a romantic thing. I'm just saying from my experience from the time. And it was hilarious. He knew that I was telling like a little white lie. And he said, it's your eyes. And he always said, it's your eyes. And he always said that there's something special about you that I don't understand, but I feel like you deserve. I don't know if I can't remember if he said 2 years ago too. That is something just special about me that he can't figure out. But like, I don't know, my energy or something, or I'm supposed to have more. Like I deserve more. That something like that, something of that effect. I remember him saying that when we were together too, that he just couldn't understand something about me. That it was something about me that he just knows that I deserve more. That I'm just special. That he would just kept calling me special. And even 2 years ago, I'm special, and he don't understand why. He just kept calling me special. That's great. But can you take your specialty and get the fuck out of here? Because I'm trying to do me. Trying to be happy. I'm trying to figure out me. I'm trying to figure out if I'm in the right path. But you just showed the fuck up as something happened. It's a lot. That's for another time. Hopefully I'm pretty sure because it just happened. And at like 2 weeks ago to now, shocking shit happened. Even in her video, it was part of her video had something in it, and I was like, yo, what is she looking at me talking about? And I seen it, and I was like, oh, it just happened. But let me get out of here. I need to go, and I'm gonna play some games and record. So I said a lot. Oh man, God is funny. I'm telling you, comedian.